Hey there, I just did a Barbie look in my private Facebook group, and I'm just putting on some finishing touches here for contour using my really fun matte and bronze stick here. So I am gonna do the other side right now so that you all can see how I created this look. But before I finished with this contour, I just wanted to show you how easy it is when you just add a little bit of that color on the top of your forehead, underneath your cheekbones, a little bronzer there on the cheekbone itself. Okay, you don't go in this section right here, that stays light. Down the jawline, bring it down on your neck a bit, and on the side of your nose. So let's come back with some eye tips. All right, so we got the contour on and we have half of our face done. So let's go over to this side and show you a little bit about how we did this. So I use my Barbie palette. These are customized palettes that are magnetic. All the colors stay in. You can pick and choose the colors you like. And I just thought these colors were really fun for this Barbie theme. So what I had done already is I put my eye primer on. That's all over this eyelid. I put some eyebrow on. I've got my CC cream on, and I am ready to start in with my eyes. So I like to start with the lightest color here. This is Blossom, and I'm just gonna pat this into my lid. And I'm gonna keep this, since I'm using some really fun colors today, I'm gonna keep this right here on the inside corner, all the way in towards this area near my nose, okay? That's gonna help open up the eyes, make them look brighter and more awake. All right, so I'm gonna play with some more colors on my lid just for fun. And of course, with its Barbie, we need to do a little sparkle. So this is actually called Rosegold, and I'm patting my Rosegold into the middle part of my eyelid, just to give a little bit of a bright sparkle right there in the middle. And then I'm gonna use a third sparkle. This is called Sunlit Rose, and I'm gonna do this on the outside of my eyelid. So it's almost like a gradual change of the matte and then the rose gold and then the Sunlit Rose. It's just really pretty rainbow of different colors right there on my eyelid. Okay, so that's where we're gonna start with the eyelid. Then I'm gonna move into this matte color right here. This is called Dusty Rose, and I'm gonna use this brush, which is for my crease, and I'm just gonna pat this into my crease right here. So with this Dusty Rose, I can bring it from the crease and then bring it a little bit higher. I call it a rainbow because I like to bring it up on my brow bone. That's gonna lift up my eyes and create not as much of a bright white look on that brow bone. So if you have deep set eyes like me or hooded eyes, you want to diminish the look of that white lid coming out at you, or white brow bone, or whatever, bright color that is because of the shape of your eye, and you wanna kind of soften it and push it back with that matte color. You wouldn't want to use a sparkle color up here, so that's why we use this Dusty Rose here. So then we're gonna take a different brush, which is a smaller brush, this little tiny smudge brush, and we're gonna use one of our darker colors. So in our Barbie palette, we have Merlot and we have Onyx. I'm gonna start with the Merlot, and I'm gonna make a V right here. All right, so Merlot, here we are. We're making a V, and this is a darker color. So we're gonna put it on the outside of our eye and just use a little bit. I like to bring it down along my lash line, up here in the crease, but only about maybe a third of the way across, okay? And if you want to add a little extra drama, you can add a little bit of this dark black matte. It's called Onyx. And I would just do like 2 or 3 little pats right there. And then we're gonna take our blending brush and blend it all in. So even though it looks really dark and maybe a little bit heavy for you, as you take this fluffier brush and you just go in light circles, it's gonna soften the look. You can bring it up a little bit higher, bring it out to the side, down on the lash line, and it definitely softens it up. So after I blended everything in, I might see that this side has gotten a little bit darker than I wanted to. So I'll go back in to like the rose gold color and pat in some lighter shades just to sort of soften that look. And sometimes you see that one side is a little bit higher than the other, or one side is just a little bit out too far. Well, you can clean it up. Doesn't have to be perfect when you first put it on. Just compare your two eyes and look to see like if one needs a little more or if one needs a little bit less, okay? Then you would start in with some eyeliner. Now, I actually used our new eyeliner in Steely because I wanted it to be darker, but I didn't want it to look as intense as our new black. These are waterproof, brand new, reformulated eyeliners, and they are amazing. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that on right here. All right, so what I'm doing with my new eyeliner is I'm just very gently going back and forth underneath my lashes. It gives you a very smooth, tight eyeliner look without being too dark. And if you're worried about making your eyeliner line look really smooth and straight, then you don't really have to worry about that when you do a tight eyeliner. So you just kind of go back and forth. And because these are so creamy, they go on really well. And they're waterproof, so they're not gonna smudge all over your eyes. So I'm gonna put on some mascara. I always like to curl my lashes first. And I'm gonna use, let's see, I'll use this Ultimate Mascara. Don't be afraid that when your eyeshadow first goes on, maybe it looks a little off because you don't have everything finished with the mascara. Once you put on the mascara, all right, so once you get that mascara on, it really helps to pull the look together. And then the last part that I always do is the under eye corrector. This really helps to brighten underneath my eyes. It helps to take away any of the fallout from any of the other colors, eyeshadows. You can use your finger to pat it in. You can use a little brush, or sometimes I'll just go in with my liquid foundation brush and do a little combination. So I always want to get it really close in with my inner corner, and I always like to bring it up like this because that helps to bring that eyeshadow up and give you like an instant eye lift. So now I need to go back to my palette and put on some of my Barbie blush. And I have two colors here. We're gonna do a little bit of a combo cheek color with the darker wineberry out here and then the lighter color here. So when you put the lighter here, it's just more of a soft touch of color on the apple of your cheek. You don't want this to be too dark, but I do have the wineberry back here just to add a little more of a lift and a pop of the cheekbone. So this lighter color is called Hint of Pink, and it's so pretty for just that little touch of pink on the top of your cheekbones and the apples. And then if you see this fun color combo I have on my lips, I am really excited about the new lip liners that Mary Kay just launched. So I use the hot pink lip liner. I line the lips with it. These new lip liners are super creamy. They just go on so smoothly. You're gonna love how it just pops your lips and holds the color on. And then I'm using a color that's a Supreme Hydrating Lipstick called Think of Pink right here in the middle. There we go.